Hello everybody and welcome to another top 5 records video. In this video I'm going to be talking about the 5 best records I found in February 2020, and it's really a tough pick because I found loads of beautiful sounding records, but nevertheless I've come up with a top 5 list that for this month were really special for me. On to number 5. This is an album I've been looking for quite some time because this is a band that I've been searching for or listening to since my teenage years, and it's the Sister Sisters. And this is their first album, also called Sister Sisters. And last year I thought I found this record in London, but when I got home I took a closer look, and it was their second album, Tada, which is also pretty good, but it is not as impressive as this one. And it's also quite hard to find. I mean, there have been 2 or 3 issues or reissues from this record, and they are not, well, they're rather valuable. For example, this Abbey Road pressing. I'm usually not a big fan of Abbey Road pressings, but the reviews say that this is the best pressing of the album. This one starts at €50 on Discogs. I mean, €50. I love this album, I think €50 is a lot of money. And so I was very surprised when in February I found this one in a store in Deventer, which is in the eastern parts of the Netherlands. And it's a very beautiful city. It has loads of great vinyl stores, and out of the blue they had this one neatly sealed for €20. And this is such a beautiful gem of a record. It has so many great songs. First of all, it starts off with Laura, and I think Laura is one of the best songs of the 0 years, you know, of the 2000s. It's beautiful. It starts off, it's such strength and force, but also so much. It's so relaxed. It is such a beautiful melodious song. And after that, you get Take Your Mama Out. I mean, Take Your Mama. It's such a great, fun song. Comfy Numb is on air, you know, a Pink Floyd cover. Some really hate it. I think it's ballsy from them. It's a very ballsy choice. Mary is a beautiful ballad. Tits on the Radio, brilliant. Filthy Gorgeous, it's a great song. I Can't Come Quickly Enough, I really like that one. And beautiful, epic closer, Return to Oz. I mean, this record's got bookends. Starting off with Laura, ending with Return to Oz. It's one of the best albums of the 2000s, really, and I was so happy to find it. Now, that's the number 5 spot. The number 4, I did not expect to find this, and I also found it in Deventer. It's the Dead Boys, and I really like this album. I believe they only made one album, Young, Loud and Snotty. And I did not know what to expect. I heard about their name in some punk documentaries. I saw some early footage in these documentaries, and I thought, you know what, I'll give it a shot. But it's hard to find. It's hard to find a good copy, a clean copy. It's hard to find a good sounding copy. And this is the first British pressing. It's an American band, so if I ever come across the first US pressing, chances are I'll buy it. But this sounds already amazing. I really liked it. This is some melodious punk, and it has an edge. It has much more edge, and I believe it even has a lot more to say than the Sex Pistols. And don't get me wrong, I really love the Sex Pistols, but the Dead Boys, if only for this album, man, this is brilliant, great punk. And brilliant might not be the right word. It's edgy. It's far out, man. This is for me the essence of punk. Really. I like it. I love it. Now, a friend of mine ordered this one for me. This is the 45 RPM Analog Productions pressing of Pet Sounds. It's on 2 pieces of vinyl, and I already own the mono version. And the mono pressing of this one sounds pretty good. But the original version has loads of equalizing, and not the good kind of equalizing. Equalizing to get the thing pressed. So I believe that Kevin Gray with someone else, might be Steve Huffman, I'm not sure. But Kevin Gray, they took the original recordings and they mixed it in exactly the same way, but without the equalizing. At least that's what I heard. So this one, it sounds fuller and richer than a first US pressing. I even compared it. A friend of mine bought a first US of this. I also have I've heard a first UK of this. I have a 70s UK of it. I also have the mono of 45 RPM, with which they did not do that. And this stereo pressing is definitely, most definitely the best way you can ever hear bad sounds. It is one of the most gorgeous records I have in my collection. And this album, I mean, it's insane. The songs on here, it is insane, and it's still up for sale. So it's not out of print. I believe Analog Productions doesn't even want this to go out of print because they believe this is heritage. Everybody should be able to get one, and I agree with that. The number 2. And the number 2 is a real lucky find of mine. It is Morrison Hotel by the Doors. But not only is it Morrison Hotel, which is a very nice album, with Roadhouse Blues, Waiting for the Sun, Peace Frog, Ship of Fools. So many good songs. And I already had a second US pressing. Why did I buy this one? Because this is a first US pressing. And it's mint. It's mint. Really, it's spotless. Look at it. Look at it. If I take this out of the foil, you know, you feel how this felt the first day it got released. It's mint. It's bloody mint. And I paid 25 euros for it. 25 euros, you know, for a mint copy. And this sounds amazing. It is quite an experience to find an original of this in this state and to listen to the music as it was pressed. I'm really happy with this one. Now, my top pick of February. And this actually is a record that I've been, how can I say this? I've been searching for this not just quite some time, like not occasionally going into record stores. No, the last year I've been looking in loads of cities. I've been checking out all the record stores to find this record. I've been searching through all of Rotterdam, Amsterdam, Frankfurt, Brussels, London, just to find a copy of this. And only last month I found it. Willie's Blues by Willie Dixon. And why was I so curious to have this record? Well, a friend of mine once owned the Analog Productions pressing of this. And this is a Rudy Van Gelder recording of Willie Dixon. Willie Dixon is the man who wrote all the great blues hits, all the Chicago blues hits. And this album, it has such an amazing feel. It is also within the genre of the blues, a totally unique genre. This man doesn't have a raw, edgy voice. It has he has smooth, soothing voice, and the songs are so good. And this album, it's pure blues magic. I mean, this is one of the best, if not, in my opinion, the best classic blues album. It has such an authentic beauty. It is such a treat to the ears. It has been recorded so much better than, for example, the Chess albums. And I love those Chess albums. I love these old blues recordings. But the way this has been recorded, the way this sounds, it's a gem. And it's incredible tough to find in Europe. I mean, you can go on Discogs, and I didn't really like that idea. And this is not the Analog Productions pressing, by the way. This is the 1984 Prestige pressing. So not exactly the pressing I've been looking for, but this one also sounds amazing. This is an awesome recording, and if you ever come across Willie's Blues, don't ever give it a doubt. Buy it, listen to it, and love it, because it's a historic masterpiece which goes straight into the soul. So these are my 5 picks for February, and I'm pretty curious what March is gonna bring me on vinyl front, but I'll keep you posted, and I'll make another video of these at the end of March, and I'm gonna make some more videos with other top 5 lists soon. So see you again.